everyone, my name is Onofre Arias. I'll be cooking for you today. I've been cooking for about 10 years in Toronto. Because of this great city and it's multicultural, I've been well introduced to many different flavors and from all different kinds of regions of the world. Today on the menu, I'll be cooking a curried spiced chicken breast with a warm tomato and Brussels sprout salad. So let's get started. Here we have our chicken breast that I'll be seasoning with some curry spice, some salt and pepper, and I'll be placing it into the magnet inducted stovetop here with some melted butter. Next, we're going to cut up some tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, onions for the salad. We'll start off with the onions. Nice simple dice. The idea behind the warm salad is very filling as well as light, so you don't feel very heavy after a meal. I know a lot of people hate that, so the idea is nice fresh ingredients. Cut up some fresh garlic. I would say about half a clove. We're gonna smash it here, just so it makes it a lot easier for the skin to come right off. All right. Give it a nice fine chop. Put that in there with the onions. All right, next we'll be cutting up the tomatoes. Nice fresh tomatoes. Never go wrong with that. Fresh is always best. Nice and simple, colorful, as you can see here. We have some nice bright colors as well as the dark colors to complement. Let's throw that into the pan. Give that a stir. Little salt and pepper. It's always good to season everything, always good. Let that go for a little while. We're gonna cut up some Brussels sprouts. Nice fresh Brussels sprouts, as you can see here. Give it a nice thin slice. Remember, the smaller you cut it, the faster it'll cook. Throw that into the pan. Give that a stir. And check on our chicken now. Some nice brown color on there. Now while that's cooking away, some of the fresh ingredients that we have here as well. We have some fresh cilantro right here. It's very fragrant, very fragrant. The most used herb in the world. There's a reason for it, it's so good. We have some fresh onions, red onion, give it some color. Also, it doesn't have a it's lighter than your typical white onion. It's great for salads, as what we're making right now. Some fresh garlic, as you can see. some curry powder that we have here, fresh Brussels sprouts, very good for you, very fibrous, tomatoes as well, not just good for colors, but very clean, fresh tasting, and of course butter, one of my favorite ingredients to use. While that's continuing to cook, we're just going to continue to give it a stir so everything cooks evenly. If only there was smell-o-vision, you guys would smell what I'm smelling right now. Turn the chicken breast over a bit. I'd say every 2 minutes, each side slowly cooks it without overcooking on one side or burning it, so everything cooks nice and even. We're going to take the chicken now out of the pan and let it rest for 10 minutes. You always want the chicken or any meat to rest for 10 minutes. So all the juices, instead of running on your cutting board, if you're going to cut it, it goes right back to where it was. The meat is relaxed, and then you have a nice juicy piece of meat to enjoy. You never want to cut it as soon as you take it out of the pan because it'll just run right off and then it'll be very dry. So we're going to cut the chicken right now. So you can see the chicken's nice and juicy. Okay, we're going to plate the dish. Start off with our warm Brussels sprout and tomato salad. Something nice and simple, refreshing, very healthy for you. We're going to put some fresh cilantro, a couple of sprigs of it, for a nice little presentation. There you have it, curried spice chicken breast with a warm tomato and Brussels sprout salad. Hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. Bon appetit!